Hello out there. Heavy Monte here. Welcome to the Heavy Monte's comedy show and my podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, you see what's going on with the Republican Party. On my last podcast, I said that Donald Trump was playing for a pardon. And I'm telling you, he's playing for a pardon. Every day he's thinking of mean, nasty things to do to the American people. Instead of the Republican Party coming out, I'm talking about the Republicans in the Congress and in the Senate, coming out and saying, hey, look, this man's a fool. Come out and stand up for the American people. They're following them up. Now they're telling me that the Republican Party, the House and the Senate, are trying to pass a bill, a budget bill, taking away Medicaid care and Medicaid and any type of personal service for the American people and increasing the budget and spending more money at the same time telling us they're saving us money. They're talking about borrowing $5 trillion, a lot of money that could solve a lot of our problems and help a lot of the American people. But the Republican Party is saying they're not giving the American people nothing. They're giving all that money to the billionaires who have financed their campaign. You understand what I'm saying? The billionaires need that money back because Trump cost them a few problems in the stock market. Some of them made some money now. You understand? They said that Trump might be guilty of some insider trading. You know, look like the Democrats are going to have to examine that as soon as we give them the power. I think it could be an impeachable offense, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to go back to that criminal, dirty dog, low-down Republican Party. And you know there's some dirty dogs, scoundrels, just like I said they are. Now they are following a madman. Donald Trump don't know what the hell he is doing. Or, like Heavy Monte said, is it his plan to just keep doing all kinds of stuff? Because, he tight with Vladimir Putin. And Donald Trump is hogging money for a reason. Maybe he and Vance might be trying to escape to Moscow. We can tell. If J.D. Vance start buying up a lot of mascara and all this makeup that he used to take with him to Russia, we know something's going on, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to say something to you. Donald Trump is making everybody mad. Fired all the veterans. He's fired as many veterans as he can. Said they were losers and suckers, and some of them voted for him. I bet you they feel like fools now. All right. The disabled, he don't care about the disabled. He don't care about black people. He don't care about white people. And he don't give a damn about his own voters. But some of them maggots is holding on, ladies and gentlemen. Marjorie Taylor Greene got booed last night. Couple of guys at her campaign event got rowdy. The police had to tase the man. You understand? 5 or 6 of them beat up this guy and took him out. You know what I'm saying? Another lady at the Marjorie Taylor Greene event, and I'll try to post this up on my YouTube channel. Another lady at the Marjorie Taylor Greene event, they kicked her out. You understand, ladies and gentlemen? Because the Republican Party were told not to have any town halls, because if they have town halls, then the American people will know and understand that they're being taken for a long, dark ride down a long, dark road to unemployment and poverty, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I have to say hey once in a while. For everybody who agree with me that Donald Trump and the Republican Party are low down, dirty dogs, scoundrels, lying, taking over the maggot church and maggotizing all of these people. Got these poor people out here now starving, begging for food stamps. You see what I'm saying? And the Republican Party said, we ain't giving you nothing because we got your vote. You see what I'm saying? Because, like the Reverend Daniel Jones always say, Donald Trump and the maggots are trying to lead all them people, all of the people together all of these maggots straight to hell, ladies and gentlemen, if that's their beliefs. Now, I don't know about that now, because if I knew I was going to hell for treating these immigrants the way how they treat these immigrants, I wouldn't do it. If I knew I might be going to hell because I did not welcome the immigrant like Jesus did, I'd be a little bit upset. If I knew I voted for a racist and a convict and made that president and held him up and built gold statues about him and went and defecated on the floor of the United States Capitol building, ladies and gentlemen, I'd be worried about going to hell. So I think they're playing us, ladies and gentlemen. They just like they played the maggots. Excuse me. They played those maggots out of their votes, but they warned them to make it easier for the maggot. Donald Trump stood up and said, look, all I need is your vote. And I don't need you behind them no more. They should have learned that when they almost froze to death in Utah. They should have learned that when so many of them died during COVID. They should have learned that. They should have learned that Donald Trump is a notorious liar. And they should have learned when the Republican Party published a plan 2025 and told them, you're all going to be going to the maggot church. You understand? We're going to abolish the Constitution. We don't care about the Constitution because too many dark people are in this country. And we got to kick them out because they're replacing the white people. And I don't understand that. Because I say to everybody out there, like I always say, nobody cares. People marry who they want. I hate to get up there in America one day and all the people are black, all the people are white, all the people are Chinese. That is scare the hell out of everybody. I love the rainbow. You know, it's nice and beautiful. This is the greatest country in the world, ladies and gentlemen. But we have the maggots, Republican Party, that's telling the world that the American financial system is crippled. That's telling the world that we have given up our military control to a little pipsqueak like Vladimir Putin, who can't even beat Ukraine, and he's talking crap to the European Union. And Heavy Monty have lived in Europe. If Vladimir Putin mess around with those Europeans, they're going to take him out. You see what I'm saying? That's how weak he is. So I'll tell everybody out there. So I want to ask this one question to all my people out there on Blue Sky and all my people out there on the Facebook. Why is Donald Trump hanging around with a weak person like Vladimir Putin? The economy of Vladimir Putin is like a zero. He don't make no money. He keep all the money for himself. People starving over there. You see what I'm saying, America? And they're trying to bring that garbage over here, and they want us to be led by a convict and a cowardly Republican Party that will not even stand up for the American people and the people in their own district. Now, Harry Monty told you that he's doing spotlights. This week's spotlight is on Marjorie Taylor Greene. You see what I'm saying? Marjorie Taylor Greene came into Congress to tell me with a net worth of $700,000. That's including her house and cars. Now she is worth $22 million. You hear what I tell you, America? $22 million playing maggots. And all you have to do, if you want to learn how to play maggots, is to watch the Fox News Propaganda Network. They got some of the best professional actors out there. That dang on Laura Ingraham, you know how I feel about her. Don't get me started. That little pipsqueak, you know, that little one, Jesse Waters, and that doggone joker with the nasty haircut, I forgot his name. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm going to tell everybody, if you want to learn how to BS some maggots and trick them out of their money and their soul and any type of pride they have, because I wonder how they feel. You know, I wonder if they believe that Donald Trump might have raped somebody. I wonder if they believe now that he grabbed these women by the private parts. I wonder if they believe that he is in cahoots with Vladimir Putin. I wonder if they believe or they still believe that Donald Trump is the reincarnation of Jesus Christ himself. I wonder if they believe that. I don't know, America, but I tell you one thing. This is Heavy Monte, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And for all you listeners out there, next week we're going to have another Republican that's in the House. This week it was Marjorie Taylor Greene. Low down. You know what I'm saying? Making money off the American people. Georgia, get rid of her. Send her down the line. Because she is making money playing you guys for fools. This is H. Monte and the Heavy Monte Comedy Show. Have a great day, America.